Hello and good evening. So today we will discuss an important topic, that is projectile motion. So what is projectile motion? Projectile motion is that very motion in which the object follows the parabolic path. How it follows the parabolic path? Actually, we are providing an initial velocity to the object and left it under the effect of the gravity. So when we left it under the effect of the gravity, it follows a certain path, a particular path that is parabolic in nature, and that path there is called a trajectory. We can simply explain this from the figure. Here the figure is given. In this figure, from this point, initial point O, we are throwing an object in this direction, and there is effect of gravity on this object. That effect of gravity makes this object to follow this parabolic path. So we are providing the initial velocity. Suppose we are providing initial velocity u, and this u is actually since this projectile motion is a two-dimensional motion, so there is y-axis and there is x-axis. So this initial velocity gets divided into two components, one along the x-axis and another along the y-axis. This along the x-axis, that is ux, is equal to u cos theta, and u along the y-axis, uy is given as u sin theta. And this object moves along this path. Here at the extreme point where the object gets its maximum height, then the vertical velocity of the object is 0. So whole velocity is the horizontal velocity, that is u cos theta. Here at this point, the energy of the object is totally potential energy, that is because of its position, and the kinetic energy is also 0. So when the object is thrown from here, there is change in the pattern of the energy, actually in the pattern of the kinetic energy and the potential energy. So let me discuss another things. What are the parameters we are discussing in the projectile motion? First and foremost, we are discussing the time of flight, that is how much time this object will take from this origin to the final point, that is how much time it will take to cross the whole range. And this time of flight is given as 2u sine of theta divided by g, where u is the initial velocity provided to the object. Then we are discussing the range. What is the range? Range is this distance, the horizontal distance from initial position to the final position, and this range r is given as u square sine 2 theta divided by g. And similarly, we are calculating the height. What is the maximum height attained by the object? That is this height. The height h is given as v square sine square theta divided by 2g. Similarly, we are discussing the equation of the trajectory. That is this trajectory, this parabolic path has an equation. We are deriving an equation. So since we have not time here to derive all these equations, so we will discuss in short what is the equation of the trajectory. Equation of trajectory is given as x tan theta minus g square divided by 2x square cos square theta. So these are the bigger and important points about the projectile motion. Thanks.